Everyone who knows I'm doing this interview wants to know about Silk. This is huge for a lot of people.
I didn't realize until the announcement was made, and then it was like, whoa, oh my gosh, there's so much love out there for her. It's really exciting.
And how were you approached by Marvel? Was it just randomly one day you got an email or
Yes.
yeah, pretty
It
much.
was, it was one of those things where I got an email from Jake Thomas, who was the initial editor for Silk. And I was like, is this spam? I don't know. Maybe he contacted me through my website even. So I kind of read it and was like, hmm, and I didn't really take it seriously for a few hours or something. And then I went back to like, wait, let me read this carefully. So yeah, he approached me just through email, and it, a lot of people ask like, oh, wasn't that random for you? Since you write young adult novels and you've never written comics, but comics have always kind of been in my sphere because my husband's an illustrator, works in animation. I've known, a ton of my friends work in comics, um, and then I worked on a book on the history of Marvel Comics for Taschen, this giant book, which you might be familiar with. Uh, so it's never been like it didn't feel shocking or strange to be approached, but it was like a random email out of the blue.
Yeah. And it's such a huge character as well. I know before the pandemic, I believe it was supposed to drop in June last year,
Yeah. Hmm.
and was just due to the pandemic. Was that what kind of delayed it?
Yes. A lot of comics, I think in general, but at Marvel were kind of put on pause.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I don't really know the details, but we were just told, okay, we're pausing this for now and to be determined. And I felt lucky because we were told Silk was still going to come out. It wasn't canceled.
Yeah.
I was worried it might be canceled, but at the when we were told to pause on it, I had already written all 5 issues, so it was kind of like, phew, like I'm glad we kind of got it done. All the you know most of the work that on my end, and then it started up again last year at the end of last year.
Yeah, well, at least you had the issues done. So there's a job done just to sit on for a year.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm editing some stuff right now for the last issue. And
Yeah.
if you look at the document, I'm like, oh, it was exactly a year ago that I created this document. Um, and now I'm finishing it. And it's just so much has happened between then and now. But it I think it's a pandemic, how everybody feels. It feels like a long time and also no time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% agree. It's a limited kind of mini series. Is there a chance that we may see it turn into an ongoing?